Hello class, now that you guys have had an opportunity to see what natural disasters involving wastewater involve, in addition to the process of wastewater, I wanted to bring you guys out to my plant that I work at. This is one of two plants in the city of Roseville. This is the Dry Creek Wastewater Treatment Plant over off of Booth Road. This plant actually does recycle water. I want to bring you guys here and show you what recycled water does, in addition to giving you some raw numbers. So, hope you guys have fun with the other videos. This is the video that really gives you the meat and potatoes of my presentation. Currently right now I'm standing in the back of the wastewater treatment plant. The process that you guys saw in the other video have already happened, so on the very back end of it. This is where the water is going to be treated for recycle and reuse. Right here are two huge tanks filled with sodium hypochlorite. By permit, so recycled water has to have sodium hypochlorite in it, which means that it has to show some form of residual that the water is actually clean. It can be reused. These two tanks right here are used to inject that sodium hypochlorite. I'm in the control room for the sodium hypochlorite tanks that are outside. It's on a 3-pump system that feeds the sodium hypochlorite to those tanks. These right here are the panels that control the three pumps that we use. We cycle the pumps 1, 2, 3 at a time, alternately, because the demands of recycled water, reused water, they change throughout the season, which means during the summer it's generally higher based on the fact that you have irrigation demands and the sun is out and people are trying to keep things wet, where in the wintertime you have the rain that's able to supplement a lot of the water usages that are going on. Here are two of the generators we use to feed sodium hypochlorite to the generators. We make our own sodium hypochlorite here on site, which is a 1%. We use brine and water to do that. It's a mix of these two machines right here, and that's what we pretty much do to feed sodium hypochlorite. I'm going to take you to the next stage, what's going on with the water reuse. So right now we're in a control room. This is a SCADA system we use. It has a screen of the pumps that are on here. You may not be able to see them that well, but there's 4 pumps out here that we use to pump our water to 2 different sites. One is the North Zone and the other is West Placer. West Placer is some of the older areas of Roseville, and Roseville pumps North Zone is specifically Roseville itself, some other development areas that are going on. So we need 4 really big, strong pumps to be able to move the water to the areas that we want to move them to. I'm going to take you to those pumps right now so you can take a look at them. These are a physical picture of what those pumps are on that SCADA screen that I just showed you. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps. They're each rotated one at a time, so we don't overuse the pumps, and we also get an opportunity to exercise the pumps when we switch them. But what they do is they're pumping to a little area over there. It's called a vault that's going to send the water out, and I'm going to show you the little screens that give us our measurements before everything goes out. Everything is based on a permit, and everything has to be closely monitored before you actually send it out. Okay, we're at the very last stop of the recycled water process here at the Dry Creek Wastewater Treatment Plant. What we have here is our last readings of what's going to go out. It's going to be our residual reading for our sodium hypochlorite. It's going to be our temperature. We have our pumps over here, how much pressure is on everything. Our water from those pumps is going through a huge vault that's down there. The sodium hypochlorite is actually being injected from that white tubing that you see right there, and it goes into a flash mixer. On this side, this is for the recycled water that's going to West Placer. There's another vault over there, and that one is for the North Zone. It does the exact same thing that it does right here. And that recycled water is going out to multiple different sites. A couple of sites are the Wood Creek Oaks Golf Course and the Diamond Oaks Golf Course, in addition to the other storage tanks where they disperse the water. A lot less recycled water is being used, say like today. Yesterday the numbers read that only 33,000 gallons were used of recycled and potable water, based on the fact that obviously it rained a lot yesterday, where compared to a day in July 17th, 2.5 million gallons of potable water were used. If you try and quantify that into the savings, we don't really have a lot of restrictions and pricing on recycled water. But what you do have is the fact that since that much recycled water, 2.5 million gallons were used, that's how much potable water did not have to be used. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick tour. I understand it was a little fast because I'm running tight on my time. Recycled water, recoverable use has tremendous use and value as we move forward into the future, not only in terms of cost, but in human health and all the other things that relate to what we're trying to do, what we're trying to progress. And I hope you guys enjoy the water.